You ever heard of the white woman who tried to free enslaved people and started a mixed race commune that was down with interracial love in the 1830s? Yeah, me either. Because America was the land of the free, just not like that. I'm Che, and this is Move Different. Here we break down books, stories, culture, history, and faith to show how bold people remind ourselves that action, not comfort, is what changes lives. Let's talk about Frances Wright, a Scottish redhead who somehow became a footnote in Black liberation history. Her critics called her the red harlot of infidelity, but everybody else just called her Fanny. Fanny Wright was born in the late 1790s in Scotland, back when women were supposed to stay quiet and polite and definitely not challenge power. Her parents died young, but they left her with a good amount of money. So instead of embroidery and etiquette lessons, Fanny chose Voltaire and Epicurus, philosophers who believed in reason, equality, and questioning authority. Translation, she read books that make you uncomfortable, and therefore dangerous. By her teens, she was writing novels, and before long, America was about to get introduced to her unfiltered. So she comes to the US, starts touring the country, and writes books politely dragging Americans for preaching liberty while owning human beings. She even befriends Lafayette. Yes, that Lafayette who helped the Americans win the Revolutionary War. And the two of them started plotting ways to make freedom contagious. So in my mind, this is how I feel like she looks. I feel like she was someone that rocked all of her chains, even in the house, and he probably rocked fitteds. But Fanny wasn't done. In 1825, she moves different. She buys 2,000 acres of Tennessee wilderness and launches a commune called Neshoba, meaning wolf. Her goal? Educate enslaved families, help them earn their freedom, then relocate them to Haiti or Liberia. She puts her own money on the line and buys and frees several families. She says everybody eats at the same table.
Everybody eats, B.
Black, white, men, women, same work, same future. Now for a moment, Neshoba was lit. No overseers, no whips, no auctions. Just a Scottish woman yelling education is liberation like it was an early TED Talk. But here's the uncomfortable part. Even in her version of utopia, Black residents were still tied to the land, working off their freedom like an endless game of Monopoly where you can never pass go. And just when Neshoba was balancing between the noble and the messy, Fanny said, let's spice it up. Now, this is where the plot does a full backflip and her harlot of infidelity villain arc is born. She introduces free love.
One love.
No ring required, and yes, interracial relationships are welcome, and the rest of y'all, mind your business. So I imagine she was rolling around the commune with her braids on point, trying to see what's good with everybody's man, but probably not, right? Or maybe, sorry, definitely not. I'm being messy, whatever. Imagine living in the 1820s and your neighbor is subtly running Love and Hip Hop abolitionist edition. The newspapers lost it, donors disappeared, and Neshoba got branded the freakiest freedom experiment in America. So Fanny left for Europe for her health, and everything fell apart. Her sisters and the trustees turned Neshoba into exactly what it wasn't supposed to be. Whippings, family separations, and food restrictions. The very thing she was fighting against took over. When Fanny came back in 1828, the dream was dead. Money gone, crops failing, and vibes absolutely cursed. So she made one last bold move. She chartered a ship, gathered 13 enslaved adults and 18 children, and personally sailed them to Haiti, where the Haitian president welcomed them, gave them land, and erased their debt. Now, was Frances Wright perfect? No. A hero? Depends on who you ask. A messy idealist with good intentions, chaotic execution, and maybe blazed the way for the likes of Kim Kardashian? Yes, but listen, here's the thing. She acted, all right? She risked money, reputation, and comfort at a time when most people were too scared to even say the word equality out loud. And that's the reminder. Courage is often messy. Bold action is rarely clean, but movement beats comfort every single time. If you love stories that remind you to stop playing it safe and start moving, you're in the right place. Like, subscribe, drop a comment. And remember, faith isn't passive, purpose isn't quiet, and fortune favors the bold. Let's move different.